We are those of the Galactic Federation of Lights, and we greet you in the love light of the One, the Infinite Creator. We connect with you from our Saturn Council in order to share our insights. However, let us tell you that before we share our insights, you should only accept those insights that resonate with your heart, leaving behind those that do not resonate. Today, this instrument seeks to understand the connection between the so-called Rh negative blood, that are the rare blood types amongst your human species. Most of the human population has the Rh positive blood type. There is a radical difference between those with Rh negative blood and those that have positive blood in the peoples of your planet. Firstly, we would like to tell you how this blood type came into existence, for in understanding, this will lead to better understanding of this blood type. The human race has 4 primary types of blood: A, B, AB, and O. These classifications are derived from the antigens of a human's blood cells. Antigens being proteins that are found on the surface of the cells and that are designed to combat the so-called bacteria and viruses by your kind. These protein cells are present in most of the human population, and they are the Rh positive percentage of the Earth's population. Likewise, there are a small percentage of people who do not have this type of blood that fall into this rare category that your kind calls Rh negative. Now, we are going to tell you all how the Rh negative bloodlines were created and why. Around 2130 BC of your time space, a so-called mighty race of legendary species came to your planet from the Nibiru planet and brought some form of knowledge to help improve the stability and society of the extremely primitive human tribes that existed at that time space. These were the Anunnakis who had come from the planet Nibiru. These were the few positive Anunnakis who had left Nibiru due to the planet being controlled by the negative Anunnakis at that time space. These Anunnaki first arrived on the lands resided by the Semurians, the Akkadians, the Assyrians, and the Babylonians. They began to be worshipped by these group of people on your planet. The Anunnaki built many cities in Sumeria. These Anunnaki beings made some drastic genetic changes to the physical vehicle of those they came in contact with. They also activated the pineal glands of your species. These Anunnaki wanted to make humans just like them. Hence, they made some more advanced changes in the blood of some of the humans at that time space. These changes allowed these new Anunnaki human hybrids the ability to shape-shift and change their color, which also included the abilities to read minds, teleport, and also increased their lifespan at least 10 times. They made these changes in the beginning to a few number of people on your planet. These people who had been drastically mutated by the Anunnaki took these people and made them the sub-gods over the lands of Sumeria and Babylon. These people were entrusted with the ability to teach other humans about the path of positivity. These Anunnaki hybrids were also respected as gods by your people during that time space. They taught many humans about the positive path. This they did because many a times these Anunnaki had to travel to Nibiru in order to fight the negative Orion-influenced Anunnaki forces so that they could free their planet Nibiru, also known as Planet X by your kinds. The Anunnakis are 8 to 10 feet tall and look a lot like your so-called reptiles on your planet. These Anunnaki even have the powers to shapeshift and appear in various guises. However, these are not the reptilians that your kind calls. They are different than the humanoid reptilians that live inside Earth. If your kind looks back into your pages of history, you will find mention of these Anunnaki performing teaching role to the people of Earth, and it was a staple part of the Sumerian beliefs and lore. When these positive Anunnaki mutated some of these humans, they interbred with normal humans of your kind, giving rise to the bloodline of Rh negative. This is also the reason why people with this blood type are most abducted by the Orions and negative-oriented Anunnakis. In order to remove this Rh negative factor from their blood type, this Rh negative factor is considered an advantage for those humans who possess it. Those humans with Rh negative blood have uncanny abilities if they learn to activate it. And if you look into your own history, you will find out that most people on your planet who became influential and had a lot of control were the ones with Rh negative blood type. Also, many of your elites have been conducting human abductions in order to learn from this Rh negative bloodline to see what they can learn from these Anunnaki connected bloodlines. Many of these abductions by the Orions and negative Anunnakis were done without our permission. They were conducted under secrecy. Their main agenda is that they want to remove this plesial blood factor from human races so that the godlike advantage that these humans possess may be stopped. Further, those who have the Rh bloodlines are those few people who have the most positive qualities of service to others. Hence, they are a threat to the negative agenda of the Orions and the negatively oriented Anunnakis. The people with Rh negative need to access their inner Anunnaki power, and they will begin to harness a lot of the advanced changes that the Anunnakis made many years ago to their genes. However, at present, due to mingling of these advanced humans amongst the normal humans, much of these qualities have become submerged. These abductions are mostly carried out upon juvenile or children with Rh negative blood type, and whenever they are able to conduct these beings, they put a certain tag on their physical vehicles that will allow them to track these beings. At your present time space, also, many of these Orion crafts that your kind has termed UFOs emerge on your planet and conduct these abductions. In order to prevent these infringements upon Earth by the Orion and Anunnaki crafts, we, along with Aster, have set up a protection cover on the planet Earth. However, many times these entities are able to breach through this cover also. Now let us tell you something that will assist you in your journey of spiritual growth. Each of you, each being on earth at the moment, have all the humanity within your soul, and you can be the greatest change to those around you by remaining humble, attentive, and listening rather than forcing your ideas upon others. Many of you already know that time is but an illusion. This means that all of you are connected together in the now, as a whole and entire collective. All your prayers, meditations, and your positive thoughts mingle in the harmony of the oneness of all beings in the cosmos. As there is no time, there is no space. Therefore, many of you may not realize, but in essence you are all connected, ever more closely than you may ever realize. As each of you approaches with the purity of service to others, you will unite all the souls on this planet. The desire to belong and to feel special and to feel superior over others is the most unfortunate part of the egoic mind within many of your time-space. However, now, many beings on earth are learning the other way of working together in oneness, without the sprinkles of the egoic mind. We ask each of you to see yourself as the spreader of love, each one spreading love and kindness wherever it goes. However, remember to preserve the free will of each entity when serving or teaching others. May this day bring to each of you the single-mindedness of the love lights of the one infinite Creator. We leave you now in the love and lights of the one Creator. Bye.